And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time at Soul Estate at the bottom of round 128. We killed 500 infantry over the intern. We have 3 decisions. Assuming the dog does not distract me, we're gonna try to roll through this episode and get some stuff done. So we got mutants here to deal with. We'd like to do that. Slowly inch up.
Abort mission.
Oh, that unit's basically gone. Okay. That's kind of the struggle sometimes with working militia. Okay. These units want to attack this one. Get rid of the mutant. With the tanks here, it should be an easy enough job to get rid of them. There we go.
Do no harm? Yeah, right.
Your sharp metal. How much metal do you need? 100. Can I off the market buy 100 metal here? No. We'll buy what we can.
Yes, sir.
If we can get up to 100, the recycling one will complete, which will provide us a supply of metal. Although, we have the metal mine. So when the metal mine gets going again, we'll get metal. Okay, so that should start to work. We just need to make sure we don't have the metal mine occupied again. Over here, we are moving you up there, expanding that metal mine. You got to level 2. We want to take you all the way to level 3.
Copy that.
So we get as much metal in as we can, so that we can afford to expand the volcanic energy, so we can afford to run the heavy industry and new industry, so we can have the industry to build the roads that we need to win the game. Probably want more in the Supreme Command Council. Let's, and... yeah, we probably... Okay. So the only thing I can really cut is the Interior Council here. So we're going to slide 5 from the Interior Council to the Supreme Command Council, so we
Yes,
get some
sir.
more political power. Disease. If the disease is rumbling, the Ras syndrome active and redone. Seems to be no more victims of the disease left. Quarantine should still be devised as a security measure to prevent any fatal resurgence. I suppose there was an argument here I should have been going for the bottom one, although we'd run the risk of missing. We're gonna keep
Roger that.
locking it up. And we failed. So I report the disease is contained, or continued to spread due to unpredictability to contain it. Okay. And you're asking, can we promote York to 4? We're gonna fail that anyway, so we'll just accept that. I'll make the qual go down, because it'll be divided between 4 levels instead of 3. So as far as our demands, probably get that one. We'll probably get that one. Probably gonna fail that one. I need 2 more leaders. Let's not contact the aliens this turn, even if we can, because I need to spend some little power on getting personnel to complete that one. Juniors, militaries, or civilian. We'll grab a military.
Sir, yes, sir.
And we'll grab the civilian.
Sir, yes, sir.
So that brings us to 22. So that'll clear next turn. We're gonna probably fail that one in 3. Oh no, that one in 3 we might succeed. It comes down to RNG with commerce. That one we're probably gonna fail. Okay, so the word scores are gonna suffer. We queued up a new building, so let's get
Copy
some
that.
workers. Make sure it stays fully employed if we can. I think that's the turn. I've only got like 6 power left anyway. Because we're not rich enough to deploy the new brigade. Oh, I can pull the tank up. Okay. tank, the armored car, and the new brigade will probably allow us to attack the slavers here. Although we probably won't do it again until they drop below 30 opinion. So we'll, as soon as we get the brigade stood up, we'll probably start saying no to them again. And they're a lot more vulnerable to being just wiped out. Because I can run road. You're low? Yeah. Savannah, grassy plain. So I can get around up top. And we can run along the bottom here. We don't want roads in the mountain if we can help it. This is a smaller mountain, so we can basically go around it. This is the one which was a problem which I had to go over. Because the range just keeps going and going and going. The next thinnest place... No, that's about the same thickness. 2 highs, 2 lows to get across the mountain range up there. I need to go all the way around it. I had to go up into the major, which that would be non-viable. We don't know where it stops going down, which probably means we're going through the other major down there. Yeah. Okay, let's cycle the turn before I yammer too much. And the dog is demanding attention, so one of my hands is being busy petting the dog right now. The woof woof is demanding attention. And this is the part at the end of it. I'm going to go ahead and show the dog picture again. So, if you haven't seen the dog picture for this stream, I'll show you it again to the end, or if you don't have the patience to wait until the end of the stream, go rewind to the beginning of the stream where I showed it. And if you're watching on YouTube, and you only came here to see the dog picture will be at the end of the stream. But you're probably here for watching Shadowrun. Oh, I forgot to check to see if there's any high-tech parts to buy. After I do that next turn. We don't need... Well, I was about to say we don't need very many. We need like 2, but that's to finish the project I'm thinking about building, and what is the project after that one? So you always need more until we can get the high-tech factory to make them. And then even then you probably need more, because high-tech parts are really nice for the end-game techs. Robot troops, those cost high-tech parts. Fields, those cost high-tech parts. All the good endgame factories cost high-tech parts. Okay, should shortly be coming around to us. Okay, we're picking up at the bottom around 129. We have 5 decisions. One of which is presumably what to do with those thieves. Completed that delivery, okay. Got the Juju talks, so the industry, or the roads are going to be cheaper to build. Militia leader, yes. That's fine. So we probably either want water purification here or housing. I'm gonna go with housing. Housing's gonna give us the 4 in engineering, so we can start discovering stuff in the neighboring zones.
Order received.
Roaming thieves, yes, you have my full support to mitigate that. Critical success. Okay. By 1001 industry. Okay, we're not too desperate for industry over there, so we'll accept that. That gives us a decent number of credits. Although it's 1-to-1, which is not a very good trade ratio. Okay. Control that road. Can I just bridge these two? Sure. There we go. What are these guys being shorted on? Ammo. Oh, and some replacements in this case, but mostly ammo. Which is interesting. Could be taking our ammo, but apparently they're trying to demand it from a weird place, so it's not getting shipped. Okay, got that batch encircled. We can go after it next turn. And I think that will actually clear everything within 3 hexes that we can, besides the aliens. That's a good place to be there. Okay, the middle mine will be fully upgraded next turn. Actually, we could go 1 level higher, because we now have city level 4. Which we maybe want to do. That would be 1,000 metal before modifiers. That'll probably be like 850 after modifiers. Okay, running a little bit of power deficit. What I can do is let's drop the power consumption on the heavy industry by turning it down a bit. Should cover the power deficit in the short term. Why are we getting oil issues? Oil well is working fine. Did I just eat that much? Yeah. Honestly, though, that's probably because we're just driving the tanks across the... Yeah, that's where that's coming from. That's where that's coming from. do have political power this turn. Again, from a demand standpoint, probably not achieving the second one. First one's going to come down a lot to RNG. Enforcement's a little bit high, which is probably what's screwing that up from the quarantine. Okay, we got you
Order
selected.
received.
200 IP, could be better. I got a zoo project, which we can put over the other side. Other one.
Roger that.
No, commercial project
Roger
as well.
that.
Yeah. There goes most of the IP. Almost done with the rocketry. We'll go into guided RPG next, and then we'll also discover stuff in advanced chemistry. The stuff that we're mostly discovering in categories we can't discover is actually what the Southern Major has. The ancient random zone might be tempting to at some point, so we'll keep that one. The other one was just population loss, which is usually not on board with that. Okay, cycle the turn again. Oh, before I forget. Buy the high-tech parts. Got 5. And I suppose over here to get you building a bit faster. No, not need to. Well, actually, no. We do need a little more metal. We'll buy some metal over
Yes,
here.
sir.
That should mean that the recycling plant completes this turn. Which will provide us oil and rare earth and a little bit more metal over here as well. And with that, we can probably nationalize the transport hub so we can transport twice as much stuff. Because I guess HQ is probably overwhelmed. Maybe. That looks like it depends upon if militia stuff's working right because of the zone swap. Not sure. Oh, let's go ahead and cycle the turn, see how things advance. Okay, should shortly be coming up on our turn. Oh dear. I think that just told us that the enemy that I thought I had encircled is in fact amphibious. It's gonna make it hard to deal with. Okay, round 130. We killed 200 infantry, and we have 7 decisions awaiting us. Bacterial disease outbreak and Verdun. Completed rocketry. The Interior Council Director has quit. Okay, due to old age. New auctions up. We want the commerce. You want merit to go from 56 to 63. I do too.
We'll go.
This might be a little bit gambling, but I know it's something I'm going to try to do either way. Gambling on whether or not I can succeed. We're going to do guided RPG so we can unlock other discoveries. If I was just looking for combat power, charge costs would probably be the way to go. Black market discovered. Well, we've asked to do merit, and this is also a choice between: do we want 100 credits for the rest of the game, or 9 turns of 100 credits now? Well, obviously we want 100 credits for the rest of the game. So unless we were really pro-mind and really anti-merit, we just go to the second option. Bacterial disease outbreak. Yes, you have all my capacity to deal with it. Did successfully deal with it. I give you 2,000-ish for a bid. So like 4x bid.
Order received.
Alien natives try to talk with us. Send a linguistics team. Yeah, we want mind. We don't want heart. Can't afford that one.
Roger that.
Alien seems to have appreciated our efforts. We cannot say they made any progress. Progress has been made in understanding their language, and they like us a little bit better. Okay. Okay, so in theory we're making a lot more metal. Power is still negative, even after dropping the heavy industry. Okay, I'm going to turn the organic furnace on again. We're going to go for one more upgrade on the metal mine.
Copy that.
Just that last little bit more metal. Colonists get deployed here as workers to work the organic furnace. We're probably still going to be short on workers. Can I raise the formation light infantry? Yes. All with the new armor. Good. So next turn we're going to have 2 open positions. 1 military, 1 tier council. And yeah, they were amphibious, and they're off into the ocean. Okay, got that batch surrounded. So as long as these guys don't come, don't go out and come back around, we're good. Yeah, still complaints about stuff not being delivered to you, although it's all ammo and replenishment. So I suspect it has something to do with them not being authorized to take ammo from my supply instead of taking it from the... or the militia's just not supplying enough. have enough to afford improvised IP. I suppose we can re-establish non-aggression pact to the Northerners. Oh, nope, they don't want non-aggression pact. They want trade. Could do trade. What about scientific exchange? No. Oh no, gotta do cooperation first, which they would do cooperation. Let's start with trade. And we'll just take the gamble. We succeeded with the gamble. Trade is open with them again. I suppose it just burnt a bunch of industry, so we might not actually have the industry to proceed at speed on that, but we'll see. Okay, let's cycle the turn. Don't need more high-tech parts right now, so we're going to hold on to that money. I could sell petrol. Now, we'll wait until that price goes up a bit more. Oh, and you can move... Let's move you there. You there. Take the HQ off the front. Okay. I think I might replace the militia over here with these guys. And then we'll push the militia up to secure the flank. And then when we're attacking, we're going to push out and back around the mountain. Of course, we still need them to be pissed off. So we actually need them to ask if we want slaves. So we can say no to that. Let's cycle the turn. Okay, should be coming up on our turn soon. And all the interesting stuff happens right at the end of the end turn. I think we got attacked by the maligned forces there. And let me... No, I'm gonna have to check it after. If it comes back around to our turn. Which should be soon, so I can check the history at that point, and I won't try to keep moving forward. Yeah, I think we had a fight down here, and then we saw some motion, presumably them taking territory up there. Which is fine. That's not too concerning, as long as it doesn't piss the city off too much. And we still have a plausible corridor to the city that isn't blocked by a major. Round 131, we did kill 700 infantry over the end turn. We have 6 decisions. We did not get the commerce profile in the end. There's our self-propelled guns being designed. We were outbid. History-wise... Motion down south. Motion over there. There was the attack. Got 400 of them there. We stood firm. There's 2 stacks in there, so the second stack did their attack. We killed 300 of them, stood firm. And then it's a couple of our hexes being lost to random stuff. Okay. All good wants to erect a statue. We want mind and not heart and not government, so we say nay. That's up for the council to decide. Interior Counselor, you're Cap 2. What we got? We had Cap 2, a Cap 3. And a Cap 2 on the bench in the back. Okay. So you're better to start with. Because the oratory investigate, presumably. Although you'll probably grow into the job better. So let's go with the one that's going to grow into the job better.
Sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
fine. We'll do no new orders here. At some point we're going to want to upgrade the MGs. If we're done to a minor city... The political power, might as well say yes.
Roger that.
New commander for the 6th Light Infantry. And you're actually probably the better of the 2 for that, so we'll give you that job.
Order acknowledged.
So you got passed over the previous one, but not for this one. And we're still probably having complaints about bullets, although they are receiving bullets. Oh no, they're not receiving bullets. They're literally not receiving bullets. So these units are getting really combat ineffective due to lack of bullets. Except for the Galactic Republic tank. And this is ammo, this is not, like, energy missing or something. And it's not that that the zone doesn't have ammo. Zone has ammo. Like, the zone's gaining ammo, not making ammo for it. So is it like a shipping problem? I could see it being a shipping problem. Okay, let's nationalize the truck up. Got oil coming in, so we should be able to feed that. Hopefully that improves the logistical situation. We're not going to do any attacks here because the ammo is just too bad. Oops. there. Let's see. I wanted to go that way. There you go. Okay, apparently we didn't make enough industry that turn. Cover everything. Oops. So the middle mine's delayed. Otherwise, we're fine on power. How much power did we waste? 50. Oh, and we're out of rare earth anyway. So you're not running optimally because of lack of rare earth. So in theory, getting 14 in. So it should be 14 available for you. Which would be enough if you run 25%. Okay, so we need to take it all the way down to 25%. We just don't have the rare earth to do it anymore. High speed. We've got no industry, so we can't workshop. There's really expensive rare earth to buy. I'm not going to buy it because I don't think we need it that bad. Over here, everything is positive. At some point, it might be worth saving up to build up the government bureaucracy here. Over here, that's the same thing, but here we just need to get the industry going so we can get out and see places. Although, the roads are now cheaper. It's 252 coming off the mountain. So we can get to where we want for 500. That's not too bad. Okay, so we'll get those two to those 2 hexes. We'll get these guys moved. Deploy up along here as the picket. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 5. And that'll be a reasonably secure picket. And then we just need to wait for them to get pissed off enough. Which RNG may make quick or slow. Looking at the time, I don't think we got enough time for another end turn here before we go in and end the stream. Mining overview, the mines aren't empty. Good thing to check. We did screw up and let it run out once. Prospecting, we don't think there's anything to discover. Victory overview, we did move up from being in 8th to 4th. So we've moved up 4 spots. And mostly not by acquiring much of the planet, mostly from grabbing population. And that probably means we're in pretty good standing if we integrate the protectorates to move up even more. So I think we stand in a good standing to get into first. We're still quite a way off of winning, of course. I think if we integrate all of them, like 2,000 each, there's 3 more to go. Or is it 4 more to go? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 more to go. Again, I think each like 250,000 population. Yeah. So that would increase us. Let's overestimate. Let's say it's just going to add our population score over 3 more times, right? It's taking us up from 8 to another 24, so we go up to 32% of the planetary population. Definitely a good lead, and that probably triple or quadruple the planet as well. So yeah, we'd go from like 4.7 to like just short of 20. Not bad, but that's not winning yet. That's well, that's winning. That's not victory. So we're definitely moving towards victory. Moving towards winning. Although victory and winning are still quite a way out. Organization way, making 13% their turn. It's what, 6 to 5 turns. Military, we got 10% on the first one, so 10 turns. Air Force jet engine is going to be moving slow. Wow, it was so slow. Apparently you got 0 research points from it. Okay. That's slow. But yeah, that one's one worth getting, because that's more engine, better engine. We're going to have to worry a little bit about our word score. Word's down to 54. We're likely going to fail that one. So it's going to drive it lower. Merit here is very RNG. It's 22 turns, so if we get lucky, we'll succeed at it. That's the state of the run at this moment. I suppose as part of the ending of the stream, it's a good time to put up the dog image. So, for those of you who are in the know, I am actively, as of right now, doing a little bit of dog sitting. So this is a picture of the dog. This is Cindy. She's a somewhat elderly dog. And it was raining today, so she got all wet. And may get wet later again today, depending on whether she wants to go out to do the bathroom again. Although, I'm not sure when she goes out, sometimes she's actually doing the bathroom. Or just wanting to be outside. She does like to be outside. So the picture for today is her with a blanket on her, as I try to dry her off. A towel on her, as I try to dry her off. As she is eating a little bit of her breakfast, because she only ate half her breakfast. Although she did in the end eat her breakfast and eat her dinner, so she is fed for the day. She just delayed in eating the breakfast. I suppose also as part of the end of the stream, I should go ahead and bring up my streaming schedule the next couple of days. Which I just realized I haven't updated, so this isn't going to help me. Just reminding me what I've been streaming over the last couple of days. So tomorrow, and I'm going to have to update the streaming schedule as soon as I'm done with the stream, we're going to do Terra Invicta. I think I'm going to try to do... well, we're going to run on release candidate 6, so I think that's the experimental patch as it currently stands. On release candidate 6, I think I'm going to try to do like a non-aggression run as the corporate faction. So we're going to try to get non-aggression packs with every human faction at the beginning, and try to maintain that most of the way through the run. I think the only one we're going to probably break is, well, the only one we need to break until the end is the servants. Because I suspect at some point we're just going to either piss the servants off by pissing the aliens off, or the aliens taking stuff from us is going to make us want to take the stuff back from them, sort of thing. So tomorrow's going to be Terra Invicta. Day after that will be Old World. Continuation of the run, ongoing. Sunday will be Victoria 3. Monday will be Shadow Empire. Tuesday is the day that I will stop dog sitting. So things may be awkward on Tuesday. So there may not be a stream on Tuesday. If there's not a stream on Tuesday, the whole schedule... Because the schedule at this point is going to be those 4 games on repeat until we finish one of them. And then even then, Victoria 3, which is probably the first one to be finished, we'll probably just do a different run in Victoria 3. We'll change countries, but keep playing probably as well, too. So, it'll just be those 4 for the foreseeable future. But Tuesday may or may not have a stream. It depends on how the process of moving the setup back to the old location goes. But yeah, that's the stream schedule coming up over the next couple days. I hope everyone has been enjoying. On a similar note to the game we've been playing today for Shadow Empire, I have been making, and this, you don't need to see the game for this, so I'll leave the dog image up. making sort of a PowerPoint presentation, or started making a PowerPoint presentation on sort of an overview of all the units and how, at least I think, they compare to each other. All the subunits, so that you can get my overview on how I think you should favor using one over the other. And that PowerPoint has started. We've got basically the infantry done. And there's a bunch of subunits, of course. Actually, we'll put the dog away so we can see all the models. Because we can see that in game. All the models, the types. Right, so when that's done, it'll basically be an overview of all the models and why you would pick one over the other. Some of the sections might be fairly quick, like the planes will probably be pretty quick. Whereas a lot of other stuff may be fairly quick, because a lot of it is bigger. So medium is bigger than light, heavy is bigger than medium, so on and so forth. But I'm working on that. We'll see how long that takes to make, but that's in the works as well. Okay, so if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to leave a comment if there's anything you want to see. I do keep all the saves of these runs on Shogun Empire. So if there's anything you want to see on any turn, feel free to let me know. I could always make a little short showing off any of the letterbox or reports in the game. If there's anything you want me to respond to on Twitch, now's a good time to leave your comments and get them responded to. I'm going to leave the stream up for about a minute after the stream is done. Once again, I am streaming this live to Twitch under the username willcall100, or no, Twitch under the username willcall, uploading it to YouTube under the username willcall100. The Twitch VODs do stay up for 14 days after they are recorded. So if you're watching the Twitch VOD after it's recorded, I don't know how well Twitch handles asynchronous commenting, but if you want to leave a comment, and it's not live, feel free to hop over to the YouTube channel and leave the comments over there. I know YouTube handles the asynchronous ones reasonably well. And with that, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.